England became the last team to qualify for the World Cup quarter-finals after a dramatic penalty shootout as favourites Brazil and fancied France trained their sights on their last-8 opponents. England's victory against Colombia takes Gareth Southgate's team into what looks like a winnable match against Sweden, who edged out Switzerland 1-0 earlier on Tuesday. Both teams are in the bottom half of the draw in Russia, along with the host nation in Croatia, with England the only former winners of the 4 teams. The top half contains more heavyweights, with 1998 champions France taking on 2-time winners Uruguay and Brazil set to face Belgium. Eric Dyer's spot kick gave England their first ever win on penalties at a World Cup at the 4th attempt, ending the jinx that has dogged them for so long. But Southgate said he was already looking forward to Saturday's quarterfinal against Sweden in Samara, with the last 4 clash against either Croatia or Russia up for grabs. "This was special, but I want this to go on," Southgate, whose penalty miss saw England lose to Germany in the Euro '96 semi-finals at Wembley, said, "Sweden is another team we have a poor record against. We have underestimated them for years. They have created their own story and made history. I don't want to go home yet." Johnny Anderson. Sweden have recovered well from a heartbreaking group stage defeat by Germany, seeing off Mexico before edging out Switzerland 1-0 in the last 16. RB Leipzig midfielder Emil Forsberg grabbed the only goal of a tight encounter midway through the second half to send his country into the quarters for the first time since the 1994 side, who finished third in the United States. Neymar in the spotlight for all the drama around England. The winner of the tournament is more likely to come from the top half of the draw, where the teams can boast of combined 8 tournament wins. Favourites Brazil will come up against Belgium's Golden Generation in Kazan on Friday, while an exciting young France side spearheaded by Kylian Mbappé take on a shrewd Uruguay outfit in Nizhny Novgorod. Much of the focus surrounding Brazil's bid for a record-extending 6th world title has inevitably been on Neymar. But the world's most expensive player has hit the headlines as much for his perceived play acting as for the on-pitch performances that have helped his side ease into the last 8 without ever being seriously troubled. Mexico coach Juan Carlos Osorio said the stoppage is caused by Neymar's antics stalled his team during their 2-0 last 16 loss to Brazil, claiming the Paris Saint-Germain forward's reaction to Miguel Layún stepping on his leg was a shame for football. Belgium were on the brink of another major tournament failure when trailing 2-0 with 21 minutes to play, only for a magnificent breakaway goal by Nasser Chadli in the 4th minute of injury time to cap a stunning fight back. Eden Hazard, Romelu Lukaku, Dries Mertens and Kevin De Bruyne are likely to give Brazil's defense the biggest test of their campaign so far, although the South Americans have only conceded once in 4 matches. "This is the sort of game you dream about as a little boy, and we can enjoy it from the first second," said Belgium coach Roberto Martinez. France never got out of first gear in easing through the group stage, but turned on the style as Mbappé dazzled in a classic 4-3 victory over Argentina to set up the clash with Uruguay. "We have been preparing for months, for weeks to play matches like that," said France coach Didier Deschamps. Uruguay's success has been built on a solid defense led by Atletico Madrid pair José Jiménez and Diego Godin, with the old-fashioned strike partnership of Luis Suarez and Edinson Cavani doing the damage at the other end with 5 goals between them. The South American side have won on European soil since a Pelé-inspired Brazil 60 years ago, but in a World Cup of shocks and surprises, nothing can be taken for granted. Follow China.org.cn on Twitter and Facebook to join the conversation. China News app download.